Hello and welcome everyone to my Let's Play Painkiller, the Battle Out of Hell expansion. This is 115 speaking. Let me welcome all of you to the very last level of this 10-level expansion. A boss fight level called Shadowland. And exactly what the story has been leading up to this very point, we will kill King Alastor in no more than 4 minutes. This I solemnly swear. Okay, I shouldn't make oaths I won't be able to keep. Thankfully this one I will be able to keep. So yeah, Alastor's rule will be really short-lived. I mean, it's only been a couple of days. I'm not sure about days or nights in Purgatory, but in less than 4 minutes after we start this level, we are gonna end his rule. Kind of makes you think if Daniel is really so motivated to do all this to meet up with his wife again, or just to get his hands on the Black Tarot cards. Yeah, I think it's the latter. He just loves collecting cards. Now, talking about cards, we might as well put fear back in its place. 10% health decrease with a boss is really not that great, not that useful. In this particular boss fight, there will be no lesser enemies, so there is no soul management necessary. That's why we're just gonna go with the good old blessing to increase our initial health to 50. And as for the golden cards, let us put the scepter, because it doesn't work on bosses, and confusion. There'll be no one to confuse. Let's put them back. Now, we want to keep the time bonus here. And this is actually a very interesting level. Let me explain. Of course, as is often the case, the boss is invincible at the very beginning. He starts with an invincibility armor up. Now we'll have to bring that armor down, and the only way we can do that is by hurting ourselves. Well, or we can always get hurt by him, but it's much safer to actually hurt yourself in this particular scenario. So we won't be using the Iron Will card. However, you might consider using the Endurance card, because it won't matter how much you've hurt yourself, only that you have hurt yourself. So this is actually genuinely a card to consider. I never thought we would find a use for this. Also, there is the speed. We want to be covering as much ground as humanly possible, because we will have to be entering quite a few specially designed areas. And the faster we can do that, the easier it gets. So I'm actually going to equip speed here. However, considering we also have to save quite a lot of time, I think instead of endurance I'm gonna equip triple haste, which will also allow us to escape several of Alastor's attacks and ultimately result in us getting hurt less, kind of like endurance would. So yeah. Now, mind you, what I'm doing here is I'm not showing you the fastest possible way to finish him off. I mean, we can easily do that just by equipping the Demon Morph, and as soon as his invincibility armor is down, we can just finish him off with one blow. But honestly, that feels like we're cheating the game, like we're not actually indulging in what the developers prepared for us. I mean, there is a unique gameplay mechanic involved in here, so I want to demonstrate what will be going on, what to do, and you might find this helpful if you have the same attitude to this as I do, or if you simply do not have the Demon Morph card yet. So yeah, let's make things a bit difficult, a bit challenging for us, and therefore more interesting. So let's enter the Shadowland. Wow, look at this! This is exactly my kind of weather. Although this isn't my kind of place, I mean, I wouldn't want to be staring at that bottomless pit above us and beneath us all day. Very easy to fall actually, makes my head spin. Let's just go back. Now, what I love about this scenery is, look, this is rubble from buildings made to look like scarecrows or some sort of dying eagles trying to fly out and reach heaven. Maybe I'm just being too poetic, but this is exactly what the scenery makes me feel like. It's amazing. And we are actually rather close to heaven, well, to our goal anyway. Or so it would seem. Now, without sounding too mysterious, let's just look here. This is a great level because all the weapons are placed in front of you. Now, you very likely already have all of these, but I just like the idea of being able to look at the weapon model, you know, because whilst you're holding them, you don't see them in their entirety. Whereas like this, you can actually check them out in more detail. It's really great. Unfortunately, the time limit in this particular case is pushing us if we want that Black Tarot card, so let's get a move on. And there it is, our final favorite, the bolt gun. Okay, feel free to bunny hop as well, I mean, but you can theoretically miss one or two of these crates at that point. Now there will be 2 more golden armors to collect here, and that's it for golden stars. No secrets, no destructible objects, no holy items, and all the ammunition is plain in front of you. Now this will be the arena where the fight will take place. There will be quite a lot of large health packs. However, what I want to point out are these circles. Now we will have to reach them. There are 4 of them, and all have a great importance in this particular fight. And also there is a golden armor over there, and one all the way in the distance. We can't see it for the fog now. Now you can drop down and take a little bit of damage, or do what I prefer to do and use this wooden pole, try not to impale Daniel's ass on it, to make it down safely. God damn it, I missed it. Okay, no worries. Now, as soon as we reach Alistor, let's activate those golden cards. Not that they're gonna protect us from the damage he just dealt, but they're gonna allow us to cover as much ground as humanly possible in as little time as possible. That's exactly what we want to do. What I'm doing right now, if you notice these circles, there is sort of this life energy floating about them. Now, if we make a blood sacrifice, that is, blast a grenade in our face from, well, the safest distance possible. You want to get yourself hurt, but not absolutely obliterated. Golden armor helps a lot in this case. The life force from these circles will actually enter into this rubble. It will reanimate these golems, and they will strike at Alistor, bash his teeth in, and make him vulnerable. And I think they've already did that. Well done, boys. Good work, my minions, my pretties. Bring his armor down. Okay. Now, as you can see, we will have to repeat this process at least twice, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. Okay, I hope I will survive this grenade blast. Good. We only took 4 points of health down. Whilst he's vulnerable, he is not harmless. A meteor strike will happen for some reason. Not sure if it's his doing or someone is covering his back, but either way, be extremely careful. Now, as I said, we will have to repeat this process 2 more times. However, you don't have to trigger all these circles. I mean, each circle... Wow, that looks like a human bowing down. That's amazing. Each circle represents one of these golems. So, I myself try to summon as much of these as possible. The reason is that the golems can fail in their sacred duty. Basically what can happen is that Alistor destroys them before they have a chance to deal damage to the bastard. Oh my goodness, we are totally not safe here. Okay, let's just get our hands on that health. Now there is still 1 armor to collect, and we have less than a minute to finish the job. Whew, okay, now there's our armor. Now let's make that final push. Let's summon these golems again and pray. Yes, praying in this world should be pretty efficient. Let's pray that they will strike him before the time limit expires. Oh my god, I'm so nervous right now. I haven't been exactly hurrying in this level due to admiring the environment and the weapon models. But oh well, if we succeed, that would be pretty amazing. Okay, and there's just 1 more. Now, I don't see any large health packs, although there probably is 1 or 2 more. Okay, now, my minions, my pretties, obliterate him, please. You have less than 20 seconds for this. Good, he was hit. And you know what? I'm gonna finish you off with shurikens. Oh, let's switch to shotgun. Ah! Oh, look at him fly. Oh my goodness. Now I pray we did this within the time limit, because some time is still passing now. 10 seconds! Look at him spiral down. Whew. Okay. This was quite something. So, that's it. That's it for whole golden stars. That's it for killing King Alistor in no more than 4 minutes. Now let's see what the reward is. Once again, I just like to point out, to make things easier, you only have to repeat this golem summoning process once if you use the Demon Morph card. You will just deal 1 blow to him and that's it. Health Stealer. 2.5% of the damage to the enemy goes to the player. The problem is I don't actually know how much damage we are dealing to enemies, so I will actually have to test this card out. Now, you might be wondering, when am I gonna test it out? I mean, this is basically the final level of the Battle Out of Hell expansion. Yes, that is the case. However, what this means, we have unlocked 10 Black Tarot cards. 9 are necessary for the trauma difficulty to unlock. Therefore, we have not only completed our card collection, but have actually unlocked trauma difficulty. Now, what I really suggest and advise you to do is basically to replay the entire Battle Out of Hell expansion. I mean, after all, it's just 10 levels from the beginning, but keeping all your gold and your Black Tarot card collection on trauma difficulty, not worrying about secrets, not worrying about card unlocking statuses, just enjoying and finishing the levels however you see fit. This is where the true fun is. I mean, you have earned all these amazing rewards, it's time to reap them and enjoy them. Saying that, I will be making another video for the Battle Out of Hell expansion, where basically I will show you one bonus secret 11th level that is unlocked after you finish the Battle Out of Hell expansion on trauma difficulty. It's just a very small level from the developers, but it's actually really funny. So yeah, I'll see you guys then, and until then, if you've been following me so far, thank you very much, and I think your amazing card collection now should be its own reward.
Burn in hell.
Hello, Daniel.
Huh? Eve, how'd you get here?
I've been following you from the beginning, Daniel. I must admit, I've been here for what seems like all of eternity. And I've never seen anyone as tenacious as you.
Let's just say I was motivated.
Yes, Daniel. You are a man of conviction, driven by your conscience and emotions. But your emotions for others, not yourself. You have literally been through hell and back. You turned away from your rightful place at your wife's side in heaven to save me. A soul whose fate was decided when the earth was still young and new.
No sin is too great to be forgiven.
Of course, that's not for you to decide. Now is it? And where will you go now? What will you do, now that you've finished Ch6L's work?
I've done what I was asked. My destiny is to be at Catherine's side. That's where I belong. As soon as we get out of here.
Yes, Daniel. It's time for you to go. But not me. You have your destiny. And I have mine.
Eve, no!
I have known him as long as any mortal soul. Now that you have humbled yourself before him, he will allow you to choose your fate. That is one thing he has given us all. The freedom to choose. You can choose to return to Catherine, but I know you have feelings for me too. What I'm saying, Daniel, is that you have alternatives.
Times have changed since you walked in the garden, sweetheart. You've got nothing I want.
So, you've made your choice then. I suppose there's nothing left to say except